Good morning, everyone. How we doing today? Good morning. Anyone have issues today? Interesting. Oh, my main light's not on. The difference the lighting makes, guys. Look at the difference. One light. Pull up the chat. Why are my accounts not showing up? Okay. I just lost connection. Even on my personal account. That's weird. So I lost connection on my personal account, but not on Apex. The open was straightforward today. I think there's some news at 10, right? No. What the hell's going on? I tried playing the CPI. Unfortunately, didn't work on Apex. It worked on ETFs. I passed one ETF, but I failed one Apex, so I hedged them. But the cool thing is that my main account, my real account, is almost at 50%. So I started this account with 4,000, and I'm at 5.8K. And I might take out, either I'm going to take it out tomorrow or today. I'm going to take out $2,000 just to pay myself half and then make it more of a houses money type of account. And if you're wondering, this is my trade from this morning that I took. So I took long here, 22 ticks, profit, and I'm out. Nice and easy. And that's how I made the day. And I'm done. Oh, Danny boy. I've heard that every single day on stream, to be honest. I've heard about that every single day on stream for the last few days. You guys have to make sure you're on the right accounts because it hurts so bad when you trade the wrong account. Did I copy trade? Yes. I only took one trade today. All these accounts. Let me show you the balances now. So I don't know why it's not showing up. I gotta fix that on the stream, but this is my balances now. So I started calculating and I went through all the accounts to see which ones would qualify for a payout already without touching them. So I'm still gonna flip all the accounts, but right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 accounts basically at the P&L payout, but they're not at 10 days. So hopefully we could get at least a 20K payout next week. Out of all these accounts could qualify for a payout. So if everything goes well next few days, all of these payouts, all of these accounts will get a payout, which would be amazing, but I'm not counting on it. But if it happens, that would be amazing. That would turn this month into a really, really good month. Because with Bull Knox, unfortunately, I'm only gonna get one payout on the 20th. Bull Knox really has been inconvenient. Let's put it that way. It's not their fault, but it is. It's like so inconvenient to take payouts. It's like I'm only gonna get one. I have so much money in those accounts, and I could get payouts every single payout window, and I just can't because it's like you missed a trading day or something, and they don't count it. The 10 days is the hardest part, guys. We should be profitable for 10 days to to really consider ourselves profitable as traders, right? So Apex has 10 days because it makes it a little bit more difficult. I don't want just one person to get lucky for 3 days with 20 accounts and take a payout. I mean, they would be out of business. There's a reason why Apex allows 20 accounts, right? Versus other prop firms only allow 3. But for me, it's better for 10 days because I'm not rushing it. I'm not trying to get to the payout. Like, I know a lot of these accounts have, still almost $1,000 plus needed to get to payout, and I have till the 20th. So I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna milk them as long as I can, and I'm gonna grow a little bit of cushion. I'm gonna size down. So I am sized down since I gotta trade them every day anyway. So I only took 2 contracts today, but 2 contracts for me is gonna be fine. How do I decide? It's based on my account balances. It has nothing to do with the price action. So it's whatever I feel like. Like these accounts, they just need trading days. They don't need more money in the accounts, right? So I'm not gonna take as much risk. Because with 2 contracts, I could work out. The way they open has been lately, up and down. So if I got trigger short today, if I had 2 contracts, I would be able to survive because it's 42-point move or 40-point move against me, right? So I'll be able to survive that and work out of the trade. Crazy V-shaped reversal, though. Ivan, yes, but it's gotta be a wide spread outage for them to refund the accounts. So they wouldn't refund them, they would just reset them. And that happened not long ago. That happened not too long ago. And I also made money on my Ball Knox accounts, I believe. Did I trade both of them? I gotta activate. No, I didn't. I traded one of the Ball Knox accounts. I didn't trade the other one. So like, see, I have $7,000 in my Ball Knox account, and I have 6,000 in the smaller one. I have pretty much 6,000 in here on the 25K, and I can't take it out. But I need one more payout, I believe, from these accounts, and then I'll be able to get a full payout, unlimited. Besides I can't take out the safety net, but anything above it. So first week of April, I'll get a nice like 10K payout from Ball Knox. So April. April 10th, I think. Because I forgot to request a payout last Friday. That's like, how dumb can you be? I literally forgot to request a payout last Friday. I didn't seem to have any issues this morning. Jason, that's not even that. I think it's more like I was so frustrated on Friday that I just shut things off and I didn't want to look at anything. I didn't look at the computer or anything like that. So I shut things off after losing that account. And CC, congrats. How are you trading? What's your style? But yeah, that's my open trade here. I mean, you could see it. You know, people tell me if I don't show it. Well, here it is. It's really not that difficult. Kevin, I wish that was the case, but like I need to take the money out because the money's not guaranteed until it's out. So I'm wasting time if I don't want to trade the accounts now because I don't want to lose it, and I'm wasting time and money. The opportunity cost is huge. Yesterday's price action was so good in the afternoon for scalping. This is pretty violent. This is pretty violent, so Apex tokens, yeah. Hold on, can I? I wonder if I could show this instead. Will this fit in here? Let's see something. If I do that, and then would that be better? That might be better. Can you guys see that well? This needs to be open a little bit more. As long as this says PA, that's fine. Yeah, I might just do that because then I could put a second camera here. I could put a second camera here. I could do something else here. That's better that way. And then you could always see the accounts. You know, I don't have to like, you can't even see all of them down here. All right, so we'll just do that. Doesn't look less clean though, but yeah, it means I just gotta make over 3K on the accounts accrued. Which most of the accounts are close to it. But I'm not worried. If I get denied, at least I know why. But again, they're not super they're not as strict on the 30% rule as they are on the flipping rule. What do you mean previous trades, Alex? Like the executions on Quant Tower? Jesse, I'm now at payout threshold on the account that should have been liquidated on the eval stage. Got the PA now. I'll be requesting a payout on the 15th. Wow. That's awesome. Is that the one that you had issues with? Or like you blew it the day that had issues and they reset it? Is that what you mean? I think they define a flip if you get in and out really quick. Or if you just make like 20 bucks or something. If you take one trade, if you take multiple trades a day and then you make, you know, $1,000 and then you make one trade next day, that's, you just gotta be consistent. Like try to be like very like, pretend you were the employee of Apex and you were looking at someone's account. You could kind of see if they're trying to game the system and just flip to make it look like they're trading versus the actual trading. Jesse, so that's funny because my first ever payout with Apex, I think it was one of, yeah, I think it was the first or the second, but one of those accounts, same thing. Tradeovate had issues early on in that account. So I don't know how much I was up on that account. I blew that account. Tradeovate had issues that day. I did not experience any issues. I lost that account for my own trading. And I was in Tradeovate back then. They reset the account and I got a payout from it. It was like the best feeling ever. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna punish them for it. Let's go, Apex Trades. Man, so many payouts, guys. So many payouts. It's incredible. Proud of you guys. I don't use stops, Alexander. I prefer not to. But if I had to, I would. I could. I mean, I use it on my personal account. Any updates on my LLC Corp? No, I never went to my accountant. I said that on stream. I said that on stream on Sunday. I was on stream. I was like, wait a minute. I was supposed to go see my accountant today. I didn't have like an appointment with her, but it was like, she's like, come in and then we'll just do it between my appointments. Like she's busy, like obviously doing tax prep, but I filed my taxes and then she's like, oh, come on Sunday. We'll do the S Corp and then we'll put you on payroll. So I guess I'll do it next week, but I don't know how that's gonna work. A lot of first payouts. Let's go, guys. I think with the 90% off sale, Apex might have the biggest payout month in March. I mean, Nutty got a payout. Matt got a payout. A lot of YouTubers are getting payouts. Patrick made a video yesterday, very interesting video if you watch it. Those videos actually give I give him a lot of respect for. So I wish he was like that more often. But obviously it's his channel, his decision, what he does. But videos like he made yesterday is kind of the reality of trading and how payouts are not that aside. He talked about routine and how when he's doing all the fishing stuff and traveling, he just does not feel like he's in the right space. And with day trading, routine is very important. But in day trading, like the stereotype or what you see on social media is about trading and traveling and doing all those things. It just doesn't work. I did it in the Bahamas, but I was so out of touch. I felt like I wouldn't be able to do that for a long time, and I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to get back home and just be at routine. I love routine. I love doing the same thing over and over again. And I know it sounds boring, but that's how you perform better when you just do the same things over. When you're traveling, when you doing different things, you're just not as focused and you're out of touch with the market. So yeah, so it shows you like trades by Matt, like he wasn't able to get big payouts with Top Step for all this time, and all of a sudden he gets a 40K payout. It just shows you how much easier it is to get money with Apex. I mean, he had to make $3,000 per account, so he had to make, I don't know how much he actually made, but you have to make 60K on, so that's only 3K per account, and he copy trades all the accounts. That means he only had to make 3K to get $40,000 in payouts, all right, over 10 days. With Top Step, you make 3K per account, that's 9K total, and you could only withdraw 4,500 out of that. I mean, it's night and day in comparison. You can't even compare the prop firms. You know, it's Matt also had a years in experience. Yes, of course, experience counts as well. Same as me. Alexander, I'm okay with losing accounts. That's why when you see me lose an account, it's because I didn't have a stop. I'm okay with that. My win ratio is so high because of the wide stops. So I have to trust the system and keep going with the wider stop. I do use a stop sometimes. Like I'll leave myself a little bit of drawdown, but sometimes it's just easier to start over on a fresh account since the cost is the same. When should you use monthly PA and lifetime PA? Use lifetime if you're getting consistent payouts or if you keep the accounts for longer than 2 months. But what if you blow the other account like you did a week ago? Yeah, so that's the downfall of that. But what happens is you just gotta restart, you know, it's just gotta restart from scratch. But you have to have some kind of system in place that you have high probability of wins. I only lost on my opening range trade twice since November, guys. Okay, twice since November. So Frederick says it's casino trades. I mean, I guess Frederick is a millionaire now, so he could explain to us how he trades on his YouTube channel. But for me, this is what works. And once in a while, it's not going to work. And this is not a casino. It's risk is determined by when you pay for the accounts, okay? So when you pay for the account, you already took your risk. You paid, whether it's a lifetime or a monthly fee, you already took the risk. You already took the loss. All right. The money is out of your bank account, I hope. If it's out of your credit card, then I really hope you're getting payouts. Don't use credit cards, guys. Use only debit cards for accounts. Just a tip. But this market's crazy trending. I'm glad I'm not trading it today. But my risk to reward is $150 for $2,000. That is my risk to reward. Yeah, some accounts are not gonna make it to payout, but I've been getting a payout every single month since May of last year. You're gonna tell me that's gambling? Go for it. I mean, I could care less, right? I'm here to make money. I'm not here to teach you how to trade. I'm just here to share my journey. So like, if I'm able to make money every single month, I'm gonna keep doing it. And for those who say it doesn't work on a real account, yes, it does. I just made 50% of my real account in just a few days. Okay. The executions are the same. Trading is always a little bit of gamble. I mean, it's gambling to someone that doesn't know what they're doing, right? Gambling is something you don't have a control of the outcome at all. With trading, you do have the control of that a little bit more. And you could use more of an educated guess, but at the end of the day, it's still sort of a gamble, but so is life. So is driving your car every single day. It's a gamble, you know? You could get ran over by a dump truck. I mean, it happens. I was an EMT. It happens, guys. I've seen crazy accidents. You know, I've seen crazy accidents in life, and I've seen how life could change, right? So it is always a gamble, and every day we get to wake up is a blessing. So just got to put the odds in our favor. If you find something that works for you most of the time, you could scale up, you could size up, and use it to your advantage with having low risk on Apex. Frederick, I use a stop loss, okay? I don't know if you misunderstood what I just said. I use a stop loss. It's $150 stop loss. Did you miss that part? Where did that go in your $150? Do you think that's a lot of risk? You know, I paid that much for locates when I was trading stocks every single day because I traded small caps. That's how much I paid for commissions or locates on my live trading account before I even traded on the day. Yeah, you should not go into debt trying to you should not use credit cards if you can't afford trading. I mean, if you buy 1 or 2 accounts, it's fine, but trying to get, you know, funded and stuff and using just credit cards, it's dangerous. Because the fees add up. It's not like it's completely risk-free. You're still risking money, right? So if you're not consistent and you're using credit cards, before you know it, you could be, versus when you use a debit card, you're gonna know exactly how much you spent because you're gonna see the you know, your account deplete, versus on a credit card, you're gonna just rack it up, and then end of the month, you're gonna get a bill and you're gonna be like, holy shit. And then you get 25% interest. As long as you pay every month, that's different. Yeah. I use, for my business, I use what's called a charge card. So it's Amex, it's a charge card. So I could spend as much money as I want, but I gotta pay it off every month. It's not a credit card. It's a charge card. It's different. Frederick, my stop is it's not about stops. It's about risk management, okay? Risk management is different for everyone, but it's all stops are risk management. So I'm using different type of risk management where I risk the account because the account costs so little in comparison to what I could get paid and what I get paid. You understand that? So using a $2,500 stop loss is really not that big in futures. I mean, we're talking about NQ here. NQ moves like crazy. So risking $2,500 is really not that much You know, like I know day traders on stocks, they risk 20, 30, 40K, 50K sometimes to make, you know, 10K. And then once in a while they will lose, but 300 days out of the year they win. But I'm just saying what I do, and if you want to say it's gambling, that is fine. That is fine. I'm gonna gamble and I'm gonna get rich. That's fine with me. I mean, I don't use my whole account as risk management. I use 2,500 of it. You guys are counting. The problem with a lot of people on futures prop firms is they're counting this as real money. They count this as $2,000 in profit. This is not $2,000 in profit, okay? This is not $2,300 in profit. This is 2,300 tokens towards the payout. It's points, it's tokens, it's not real money. You have to start realizing that, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you're gonna get bigger payouts. I'm gonna make one of my merch items is gonna say like Alpine on one side, and then on the back it will say Apex tokens. It's digits, it's tokens. It works the same way across all the prop firms. It doesn't matter which prop firm it is. Like this is real money. This is real account. This is $5,800 in this account that I could take out right now, and I put $4,000 in there. So I just made $1,823 in a few days. That's real money. So if I lose this money, that's real loss. When I lose 2,500 on these accounts, it's not a real loss. Sun Park, congrats. That is the best way to do it. You're on the right path. First two payouts should be reinvested. Or that's what I did. I reinvested it. Wow, $10,000 from profit after $2,000. Oh man, you're doing great. You're gonna get some fat payouts. Alexander, no, you need a job to pay off that debt. Sorry, but hedging evals for short and long is the best way to get a fast Apex account. Yes, but if you are in debt and you can't if you can't get a payout, there's no reason why you should be gambling evals. Why would you gamble evals and not get better at trading with evals? Like my opening range trade, I practiced it on evals. I didn't practice it on live accounts. I did it on 1PA, and that's how I discovered the opening range trade on the 25K PA account that I used to deal it on, because it was a 25K PA account with Bull Knox. I had all other accounts were 50K, and I didn't want to copy trade that account because you know how I used to trade. I work out of trade, so sometimes I would need to get in more than 3 contracts. So I was like, this 25K is kind of like awkward. I can't really trade it with the rest of the accounts, so I just put the trades on the side. Like I would just put the opening range trade. I would pick whether I like long or short, and then I would just place the trade. And I noticed that every time I would get triggered, I would win. And I was like, wait a minute. So then I started to do that, and then I started to realize that no matter which side I would pick, it would work. So then I started doing evals, and I started doing testing, whether it would work if I did both sides. Instead of determining which side I like better and going that way, I just did both ways. Because sometimes we think we know what the market's going to do, and we have no idea. You know, it's just going to do something completely different than we think. So the less thinking involved sometimes is a little bit better. So I go both ways. Alex, congrats. I mean, that's painful. Did you lose some of the accounts? Is that what happened? And when you blew a chance of securing 20K payout, what does that mean? Does that mean that the accounts were ready for payout and you blew them after, or you were close to getting a payout? Are you allowed to sit out and wait for payout request dates after you traded 10 days? Yes, you are. That's what I'm doing on a couple of my accounts. Is your goal only $200 to $400 a day? Yes. The reason for that is because with Apex, we only need to make $2,600 to $3,000, maybe $4,000 if you want on the account, and you typically have more than 10 days to trade. I mean, if you time it perfectly and you do an eval and you only have 10 days, you know, then you want to make close to $300 to $400 a day. But if you have like 12, 13 days, 14 days to trade before the payout window is open, then, you know, take your time and you're gonna get there, and it's much easier to, you know, make $200 to $300 per account, move on to the next set of accounts. Do all 10 days need to be winning? No. Nope. Assuming you have some red days, you won't make both payouts. Yes. I often don't make a payout with all the accounts at once. I've never had a 30K payout at once from Apex. My biggest payout from Apex, I believe, is 26K. At once, I think it's 20. Yeah, I think it's 26. I don't know if I had 28 or 26. I think it was 24 and 26. So I never had a 30K payout, and I never had a 40K payout. So right now I'm going to be working on hopefully a 30K. If I could get 30K payout from Apex, that would put me at 45K on the month, which would be a sick month after losing a lot of accounts. Fedora, no, you can't do that. It's not allowed. You can't hedge accounts. All my accounts took the same trade. So all my accounts took long this morning. This is the long I took. I know it's out of whack, but this is two contracts, 321 25, 326 75. I got out. You can't hedge. You can't. And if you hedge, then you would lose half the accounts every time. Hedging is okay for evals, but not for fundeds. That would ban you so quick. You'll never get a payout with hedging. You could hedge maybe different prop firms, but that's a waste of time if you ask me. You're not gonna get far with that. Interesting to see what Apex brings us for next promo, because I would love to get to back to 20 accounts. I have 17 right now because I have 2 evals passed, so I gotta wait till tomorrow to activate them. So I need 3 more accounts to pass. So I'm waiting to see if they have. I mean, they're not gonna have it better than 80% off promo, so I could just reset accounts. I don't think that really matters, but maybe it's gonna be 1 day pass, which always motivates me a little bit more. Do I do lifetime or monthly? Let me count. I do both. Right now I have, let's see, I have 15 accounts activated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 accounts are monthly and 10 are lifetime. If I did lifetime, I would trade a little less risky. Nah. Jason, it doesn't work that way. You'd think, but it doesn't work that way. Remember, when you pay monthly, you have 2 months. You basically have 2 months to basically pay for what you would pay It's like $25 difference, I think, right? 80, 170, $30 difference in 2 months. So unless your account lasts more than 2 months, it's not worth it to the lifetime. And that's on the 150, on the 50K. On the 150K, it's not worth doing lifetime. 2 months is 4 payouts, yeah. And if you make 4 payouts, then then you're not gonna mind paying $85 a month. Bingo, Benjamin. Bingo. That's exactly what I say. It does hurt a little bit when you have like 5, 6 accounts and the money comes out. But I've been getting payouts more consistent, so fortunately I lost my oldest account Friday. This account I lost. So I had 4 payouts from it and I lost it. But I'll get maybe a couple more at 4, but hey, if I get 2 payouts per account, that is amazing. If I got 2 payouts from every account, you know, I would have a really good risk to reward. Because you'd never lose, because having 2K from each account, even 1 payout from each account, think about it. I've had 130 or something. I forget how many accounts. Yeah, 130 funded accounts. So if I just took out 2K from each account, I would make $260,000 already. That's how crazy it is. That's why I know I'm gonna crush it this year, because that's last year. This year I'm just killing it in the ratio of how many accounts I buy versus what I'm getting paid. Yeah, so if it shows blown, that means I lost the account since this payout. So I lost it on Friday, so it's blown. But as soon as it's approved, you could blow the account. Even if you don't get the payout. Like, I didn't get this payout yet from this account. Like, I'm waiting for this payout right now. So this $12,000, I'm waiting for that. So 3 out of the 6 accounts are blown. And that was last week. That's why I'm in the rehab now, where I'm not trading after the open. But I'm waiting for this 12K to arrive in the bank. Probably won't get here till next Monday. If I had to guess, it'll be on the 18th. Should I go micros? Well, you're at 26,598. Octavio, are you planning on killing the account once you take a payout? If you plan on killing the account when you take a payout, you don't have to trade it anymore. Just take out the 1,500 from that account, and it's guaranteed. And now you can start using that 1,500 for other accounts if you want. Does anyone here actually make consistent money trading futures? Are you talking about like a live account? I don't know if anyone does. Futures are tough. Futures are definitely tough, but so are stocks and options. Like for me, it's easy to be consistent, but then I just have huge trading losses once in a while, and that's why I was always struggling with stocks when it comes to let me show you. I'll give you check this out. So here, can you guys see that well? Let me see. I need an extra monitor. I need to be able to see the stream better. All right, so you can see that. So you see I'm green every single day. This is trading stocks last year. No, 2 years ago in May. I made $1,500 in a month. And I took an $11,000 loss in 1 week. So I was consistently making money, but then these losses would take me out, right? And I would just have small months instead of having big months. So in futures, with multiple accounts, this is avoided. I could still take these losses and they get absorbed, and I'm still able to keep the money on the other accounts. That is what changed for me. I was always able to make money in trading. It was just once in a while I'll get killed. And this was my second biggest loss ever. When it comes, prop accounts are different. I'm not counting that. In stocks, this is my biggest loss ever. I mean, second biggest loss ever. My biggest loss ever was in 2019, January 2019, for a $10,000 loss. This was 8,300. And then I never lost more than 5,000. So I lost a bunch of times at 5,000, but I never lost over 5,000. It was from 5,000, it went to 8,300, and then from 8,300 went to 10K. Those were the two worst days. But let's look at this month, right? $3,000 in May. I mean in March. Same thing. I lost $6,000 in 2 days. That's a 10K, pretty much a 10K month, and I lose 6K in 2 trading days. Again, with Apex, this is absorbed. You know, I would have months like this all the time where I would make 6K, and this was consistent. So I didn't take a huge loss this month. So that was a nice month. I didn't have a huge month. I didn't have huge days, but this is one account. If I copy traded this, it would be a nice month, right? That is the difference. That I'm not doing anything different. Obviously, trading stocks and futures is a little bit different. But I was always able to kind of make money scalping. It's just that wide risk has always been something that I've been doing. No, they're pretty much the same. Rick's doing it. It depends how often you scalp, but they're pretty much the same. There might be a little bit of a discrepancy if you hit, like, if it goes right to the tick of your entry or exit, it might be a different fill. But if the price goes through, then you're fine. Sports TNB, I do not take a small loss. I take bigger losses. I don't. If I took small losses, I would take losses way too often, and it would just not give me the consistency that I have. Centerpoint Securities, Stereo Trader. I closed the account in December of last year. So 4 months ago, I closed the account and I'm done. I made like 10 grand last year total. I looked into it, yeah, once I grow the account. For now, I'm just testing this. I'm probably gonna take this money out eventually. Like if I buy the car or invest the money, I'll probably. This is more like a testing phase where it's. If Apex asks me to go live, obviously I'll be trading one Apex account, like a live account. I'll be trading all the prop firms, and then I'll trade my personal account, right? So I'm just testing to make sure the opening range trader works on this, which it does. What journal am I using? This is TraderView. I don't use it for futures, but I probably should start doing it. Not so much for journaling, because I think the journaling in futures is kind of tricky, since it's first in, first out. So if you ever scale in or if you trade multiple contracts, it's gonna skew your win ratio. How much money did I put into my personal account? 4K. I figure it'll allow me to trade 1 to 2 contracts comfortably with 4K. You could buy 4 contracts. But it would be kind of stupid to do that. You would lose and get liquidated really fast. You wouldn't have enough buffer to take the loss. Sun Park, that's on ES, not on NQ. ES is 500, on NQ is 1,000 per account. I mean per contract. What's my thoughts on Top Step versus Apex? You can't even compare the two. I think Apex is by far better. We just talked about it earlier. Good example of that is trades by Matt. Look at the big payout that he just got from Apex versus he wasn't able to get big payouts from Top Step. I personally can get big payouts from Top Step. We just talked about it earlier, and I said, like, on Top Step, you make 3K per account. So you have 3 accounts, you make 3K. You're only able to withdraw $4,500. On Apex, you make 3K on 20 accounts, you're able to withdraw $40,000. It's just, you can't even compare the two. Like, Top Step is so behind. Like, I think if you want an end of day type of account, you're going with My Funded Futures. I think My Funded, unless you like trading news, obviously Top Step allows trading news. My Funded Futures does not. Top Step allows super small scalps. My Funded Futures does not. So it depends on there. But rules itself, My Funded Futures is way better than Top Step. But if you don't mind trailing Drawdown, then Apex is the way to go. Jin, congrats. Congrats. So you're taking a 47.50 payout? Yep, Sun Park, if you are someone that it's just look at the payouts in Apex, I mean in Top Step versus Apex. There's not many big payouts in Top Step because it's so hard to do it. You can have a huge day in Top Step and they're still gonna take 50% of your profit. They're not gonna take it, but they won't let you take it out. You make 10 grand in one day, and then you only make 5 grand. It's like, then you gotta trade another 5 days to take them. It's just very, I'd rather trade with My Funded Futures. My Funded Futures at least, or Tick even. Tick is great. Do I share or teach my opening trade? No. I tell a couple of my friends, personal friends, or friends that would been with me for a while. Like on my journey, I met them in chat rooms a long time ago, but this is it. But do I show it once in a while? I show it, but so there's plenty of people in the chat that use that technique, but the exact entries, exits, and stuff, I don't really do because it's. I only lost on this trade twice in 3 months, so 4 months now. I only lost on it twice in 4 months. I mean, if I would have trusted it with all 25 accounts when I mean, there's times where it doesn't work like on Top Step because like I blew the Top Step account because of the obviously payouts and then the max daily loss. So days that the trade didn't work. Like on yesterday, the trade was a little tricky. That's why I made so much more. I hit the max loss on Top Step, but I made $1,000 per account on Apex. So that kind of tells you that stop losses are just not in my favor. But I got plenty of payouts from it, so I'm happy. And I'm not gonna get more Top Step accounts unless they do like an $11 sale again or something like that. Top Step is just not my. I'm gonna save Top Step for when I need it. When I get asked to go with Apex Live, then I'm gonna need other prop firms. Mm -mm -mm -mm. What is the negative going live with Apex? One account. That's the only negative. I obviously benefit from multiple accounts, and also when you're live and you blow an account, they're not giving you a new account. You can't just start a new eval. That's the thing. With other prop firms like Top Step, if you blow a live account because they put you live so quick, you could restart the express funded account. But with Apex, I don't think you could start trading a new eval for 6 months to a year, I think. But obviously Apex allows you to take out $1 million before they put you live. Big difference. Don't you need at least 1 million in payout? Not really. The guys that took out $1 million from Apex did it really fast. So they did it in this span of like 3 months, 4 months before Apex could really put them live. Right? Because the first 3 payouts, 3 months of payouts, you're limited, so they're not gonna put you live. And those guys were able to make $1 million in like 3 months, which is insane. Well, that's why I don't think you can. I think you have to wait like 6 months to a year. I forget exactly. I don't know anyone that's done it, so I'm just speculating based on what I heard, but I don't know personally. You trade, it's up to you. You know better how you trade, how what your habits are and stuff. Are you gonna be able to keep this account for 2 months? It's nice to have lifetime is better in the perfect world, but sometimes in hindsight you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I just paid monthly. And a lot of people saved themselves a lot of money after they watched my videos, and I've been told this obviously, that after they watch my videos and breakdown of the accounts and why I prefer monthly over lifetime, and they said, yeah, I saved $1,000 in October last year. I made a video on that. Going monthly saved me $1,000 in 1 month. So I used that 1,000. I pretended like I did lose it, and that 1,000 paid for other accounts, you know. So it's now that I'm getting payouts more consistently, I'm doing more lifetime. So once you show yourself that you could keep the account a little bit longer, then you could do lifetime. Once you get payouts, then it doesn't matter, right? I mean, 40 bucks this way or that way doesn't matter once you're getting payouts, you know, 10, 20K a month. It's the extra $20, $30 per account doesn't really matter. So it doesn't matter which way you go. You could pay, you know, extra $45 or $55 up front, or you could pay extra $30 in 2 months. Because if you do 2 months, $85 times 2 is $170. If you do an activation right away, then it's $140, so it's $30 difference. That's on the 50K. If you do the math on the 150K, it's like you need 4 months. You need to survive 4 months. On a 150K account to make it worth it, or 3 months. I think it's 260. So maybe 3 months you gotta last. So 150K account, like I'm gonna have one tomorrow, a 150K account, and I am going to do that for a monthly for sure. I am trying Elite Trader funding. I don't like them. I know they don't pay out big traders, so I'm just gonna try to get my grand or $2,000 out of them and close it. Because that's one prop firm that I spent some money with last year, not this year, but last year. And I mean 2022 I spent money with them. When I was trying Tick, and I didn't really like Apex, I was trying to do Elite Trader funding with the end of day drawdown account or the static accounts. So I spent a little bit with them, not much, but a little bit. So I want to make that money back. And then if I get paid from Elite Trader funding, the only other prop firm that owes me money is Lilu. I got paid from obviously Apex, from Top Step, from Bullnox, from Trade Day. Is that it? And Tick. So those I got paid from and I made money with. Meaning I made a lot more in payouts than I spent on the accounts. And then Lilu's the last one. I think I spent like a few $100 on Lilu back in the day, like 2021. That was my prop firm to go with because they had the express evaluation for $77, which back then that was cheap. That's right, $77 evaluation was cheap back then. Everything else was like, you know, $200-300. Google account, no one knows that. There's really no reason for them to be shut down, but no one knows the answer to that. So anyone that you ask, it's gonna be just complete speculation. They're obviously huge and they're regulated because we are using the CME data and rithmic data. So futures is not Forex is not regulated. It's CFDs. Futures are regulated. We're using real data. So there's no way this is all under radar. Like they got to know about this, and they haven't shut it down in all these years. Top Step has been around for, I don't know, over 10 years now. I think prop firms, if prop firms got like a big slap on their wrist, it would be like they would put you live faster, or they wouldn't let you trade at 20 accounts, maybe something like that. But I don't think the overall model would go down. Octavia, you did it like a few minutes ago. You said 26. You were $2. You were like $98 over the. I think you miscalculated. When you sent the P&L earlier, you were $2 over. I mean, $98 over what you needed to make. Right? Or am I? Oh no, you need 26. Oh yeah, you were $2 short. Got it. You were $2 short, and now you got it. Octavia, let me ask you a serious question. Okay, this is something that I hope I don't screw this up for you, but let me ask you a serious question. So you're gonna take out 1,000. You're gonna leave yourself $500 of cushion in the account. All right. What are the odds of you making out of that? What are the odds you're gonna save the account with $500 in cushion? Okay, so you have to put those odds versus what are the odds of you using the extra $500 in payout. So you're gonna take out full $1,500. What are the odds that you use that $500 extra for new evals and funded accounts and get a bigger payout with that? Only you know the answer to that because you know how you trade. But that extra 500 could pay for a few evals, especially if they bring a 90% off sale. So right now it's not going to happen, but in the future, if that happens, it makes a lot of sense. But even 80% off sale, you could get 4 evals, right? So you spend $33, like $130 on evals. So you get 4 evals, you pass 2 of them, you activate them, and you still haven't spent the 500. I have no idea. I think they're gonna change it. They're either gonna do 71% off and 1-day pass, or maybe they'll do 80% off with 3-day pass. Maybe that's an option. Who knows? 80% off 1-day pass is the best sale that we could get right now. They're not bringing 90% off till like summertime. Why I never see someone take more than 2K payouts on the 50K account? Only a few people make the accounts last more than 3 months. All right, so Mr. Slim, so how it works is with Apex, you have to take out payouts for 3 months before you have unlimited amount. So you could take out $4,000 per month. So you have 2 payout windows per month. So you could take out $4,000 per month per account. But if you want to take out more than 2K per account, then you have to trade the account for 3 months or more. So a lot of people don't make it past that. I mean, for me, for example, since you could take out the safety net, since you could take out whatever you make in the account, you don't have to keep any cushion for the most part. Like it's $600, whatever, $500 in cushion, but basically none. Then when you take the payouts, your cushion goes down. So it's hard to make the accounts last because you'll get in trouble. Versus like on my Bullnox accounts, you can't take out the first 2,500 on the 50K, right? So I can't take out the first 2,500 for a long time, at least like 80 trading days or something like that. So I have $6,800 in this account. So I could take everything above 52,500 on this account. Not next payout, but the following payout. But I've had this account since December 13th. This is my longest standing account, I believe. I think I have a couple accounts from Apex that are from December. But this is the healthiest account I have, and it's because I can't take out the safety net. But it's like pluses and minuses to everything. What's the older PA you have from Apex? I just kind of went over that. I just lost my oldest one on Friday. Cameron, I appreciate those comments. Thanks for always tuning in. Yeah, it's been awesome to help people without like teaching them how to trade. So it's more like the tactics on how to use multiple accounts to your advantage, right? And how to use prop firms to your advantage, which is what they want you to do in the first place. Like Apex recommends you to trade 20 accounts, and that's the reason why. You could just make a lot more payouts. Apex is all about payouts. They're like me. It's pretty funny. We get other prop firms are like, oh, it's not a sustainable model for long-term trading or whatever. And they always just use an excuse. Versus Apex talks about payouts, and that's what I talk about, payouts. It's the most important part. And what if I earn 7K in 10 days? I want to request my first payout. So I'm able to withdraw the maximum amount of 2,000, or do they stop me because of 30% rule? It depends what your 30% rule depends on what is your biggest day out of those 10 days. You traded for 10 days. What is the biggest day of profit out of that 7K? That's Armando. That's what I said. It's better to get the full money out of the account and open a new one, in my opinion, versus leaving, like, if you can leave yourself a lot of cushion, that's different. But if you have a choice between taking out 1,500 versus 1,000 and only leaving yourself $500 in cushion, I would rather take out the 500, reinvest that 500 into new accounts and get 50K accounts instead, and grow again. How many years have you been trading? Since 2016. Going on my year number 8, I guess. End of 2016, but you know, starting trading is like, you know, Robinhood trading, swing trading didn't really count as day trading. And then it's crazy how time flies. I really thought I would be a millionaire by now from trading, and yeah, that's not the path that it was not an easy path, let's put it that way. And it still isn't. I mean, it's never, I always say trading is never going to be easy. Don't let anyone tell you trading is easy. If someone's trying to sell you a course and they say it's easy, run the hell away. Since when do you consider you became profitable? 2018 maybe. I think that was my first green year. But not much. I wasn't, like, I showed you guys how my months used to go. You know, I would have a good month, then I'll have a really good month, and I would blow it. And Mr. Slim, yes, that works really well until you get slapped in the face by the market. So keep that in mind as well. Sometimes that is the best way to do it. But once you're in profit for like 5,300, and I mean, we don't have to go far. We could just talk about my Friday. My Friday, I had a $3,700 account. I wanted to grow a cushion on it. I lost the account. It hurts. So it's like, I'd rather just take the payout when I have it. But you see me grow the accounts, right? So this one's at 55,000. This one's at 54,500. This one's at 54, basically. So I am growing cushion. I'm not saying I'm not, but in the first few payouts, I didn't really care to grow a cushion. And the thing is, like, once you make like 3K, once you make like 3K, once you take out 2K, you already have $1,000 in that account. You still got to trade it for 10 days for the next payout. So now you're going to make $2,500 in the 10 days. So now the account's at 3,500. So now when you take the payout, now you have $1,500 in cushion. Now you trade it again. Now you're going to make another 2,500 in 10 days. And now you have $2,000 in cushion after the payout. So it just organically grows, and it's better. Like this account, when I take a payout, I'm going to have basically a second payout ready to go. I still got to trade for 10 days though. These accounts, for example, these two accounts, no, these two, they barely had any cushion left. They had like less than, this one had 1,000, and this one, this was a second payout. So I don't know how much money I had left in this account after I took the second payout, but I sometimes recover the account from $1,000 in drawdown. If it's less than 1,000, it's hard, but I take the payouts. The payouts is what pays my bills, not the cushion in the accounts. Why is the market moving so slow, say? I don't think it's moving slow. I mean, you consider this slow? There's a 270 point move. I don't think that's slow. That is a wild move, if you ask me. Have I ever tried options trading? I did for a little bit, like for literally a month. Because on my stock brokerage, I could use I could trade options. So I traded some Tesla, but I didn't really like it. I never felt like I was comfortable with the loss. I never knew what I was risking. So I prefer not. I can't wait for this laptop to come out, guys. I don't know if they have it here. I don't know if it came out already, but I'm gonna get this laptop. Let's see. Oh, they have it. Maybe I'm gonna go buy it. Oh no, that's not the one I want. Well, this one's cool too, though. This laptop's pretty cool too. It has like you can have your trading platform open here, and then you have your YouTube stream or chat open here, or different things, or Discord. But they're coming up with another one that has 2 screens. This is pretty sweet too, though. That's a really good spec. i9 RTX 4060 graphics card. I mean, that's pretty incredible. Do I need a laptop for trading? Sometimes. When I go down to the track and stuff, yeah. I mean, it's an i9. I mean, you don't need. I have a 1440p right now for trading. But I'm gonna gift it to my brother. I'm gonna give it to my brother, and I'm gonna have him try trading as well. But obviously when you guys trade is different than me, because when I trade, I'm on Discord, I'm on YouTube, right? So I could live stream, so I need 2 monitors. But if I trade personal accounts, like if I just trade by myself, I just need 1 screen. I don't need multiple screens. Yeah, I use 1440p on all my screens. I have a 27-inch and a 43-inch 1440p. But why would Apex limit you to just 1 trading account once you go live after allowing you 20? Matthew, because you are within real brokerage. So I don't know if it's 1 account or if they're gonna do like sub accounts, but you are with a real brokerage at that point. You're not with Apex. You're just trading a real brokerage under Apex, and you just can't have that many accounts. But like M Futures and NinjaTrader allow sub accounts, so so maybe they do split it up. I have no idea. This guy would know. Slaya, do you know? Slaya, do you know exactly how many live accounts can you have with Apex once you go live? Sorry guys, I'm just checking something. Wow. Guys, but the thing is, like, once you go live with Apex, it's not like going live with Top Step or other prop firms, right? Or like Take Profit Trader or whatever. When you go live with Apex, you're making a shit ton of money already. So let's worry about that first, and then we'll worry about going live. Why do I think no other prop firms do 20 accounts? Because they can't sustain the payouts. They're not big enough, and Apex just did it right from the beginning. Apex cornered the market, and they're able to sustain that big of payouts. I think that other prop firms, such as Elite Trader Funding, that had 20 accounts, they just couldn't sustain payouts. They're just not big enough. I mean, Bullnox allows 11 accounts. I mean, that's good. Yeah, trading CPI is dangerous. Be careful, guys. I think CPI is the worst news to trade, to be honest. The whip and latency is just so high that most likely you're gonna lose. Even if you win, you're gonna still be in admin mode. I've been wondering about something that you just mentioned. If you have a PA with, let's say, $2,000 cushion, what will your daily goal be for the next 10 trading period? Same thing, $200 a day, $100 to $200 a day. I still want to grow the account, right? So I'm not gonna just make 600 bucks over. I don't know. Does Blue Sky have Trader V? Does Blue Sky have Rhythmic? That's a better question. How long has Apex been around? 3 years, I think. Is it 3 years now? And their growth has been insane. I pay for Quant Tower. That's how I'm able to trade with multiple prop firms. You have to pay for it. Is Apex regulated? The data they use is regulated, yes. It's through Rhythmic. It's not like prop firms using CFDs and they can manipulate the data. Rhythmic is not. Apex does not control the data feed, the price or anything like that, or the spread. Free Quant Tower has a copy trader, but you can't do multiple prop firms. Quant Tower is free if you want to just use one prop firm. You don't care about indicators, fancy charts. It's free then. But if you want to have fancy charts and multiple prop firms, then you got to pay. But it's still cheap. Only 25 bucks. Mr. Freeze, that's the full license. You don't need the full license. You just need the advanced features. Watch one of my videos. If I have a 4K monitor for streaming, then you guys won't be able to see anything because you can't stream in 4K. But yeah, I'm planning on buying a 4K monitor for gaming, so once I get my new PC one day. Once I get my 4090. So when the 5th gen cards come out, I'm gonna get the 4090 and get a 4K. I just Call of Duty, Warzone, and iRacing. iRacing is a racing simulator. So I'll probably use this PC that I have now for the racing sim. Maybe I'll do a dual PC streaming, but you don't really need to for trading. But my PC has crashed a few times. I don't know if the GPU is going or something. My chart has lower quality than my face camera. I think it's because it's zoomed in. Because it's so small, my chart. Like I could make it smaller and then it will be more high resolution, but then it's gonna be hard to see it. That's why I blow it up a little. What are they hiding? Well, let me put it this way. Trading is hard. So the problem is when you lose. So I'm very consistent because of my wide stops. If I was not as consistent, the trolling and the hate just is crazy. I mean, we've had a couple of times here too, but for them, I guess just not worth dealing with the hate. The problem is some YouTubers make it seem like they're making a lot of money trading and they're not. That is not okay in my opinion. But if you're transparent to this, you know, in the sense where, I mean, it depends. There's so many different ways to look at it, but there's a lot of negativity in this space. Let's put it that way. I get comments, stupid comments every day. Not every day, but like someone said, like, "Oh, I'm sponsored by Apex, so I'm able to make money with this trade, and no one else could make money with this trade." I'm like, number one, I'm an affiliate with Apex, which means I get paid from Apex when someone uses my code. I don't get paid from Apex on a monthly basis, which I could have done with Top Step and my funded futures. They both wanted to sign me. I just knew I wouldn't be able to make the same money with them trading, so I'd rather just settle for the Apex affiliates. Second is I get payouts from Bull Knox, Top Step, my funded futures, Tick Tick, using my opening range trade, so anyone could do it. I'm like, just find your own style of trading. I have an edge. I don't want to show it to everyone, basically, because everyone could copy it. So if you just do a different variation of it, you'll be fine. So he was trying to just stir things up, and he hasn't responded. I left a nice comment for him. I'll run my bots. You should probably use a monthly. Sounds like you're new to trading, so no, that's fine. People tune into streams at different times, so I'm here to answer questions. I'm not here to trade. I'm not here this week. I'm not trading. I will probably start trading in eval like on Thursday. Just to see if I see if the market is doing what, like, if the market is doing this, I'm gonna wait patiently till we start doing this. But even this is kind of dangerous. Yesterday's price action was beautiful. Yesterday's price action was out of the book for me. I mean, this is as, I mean, this just makes me so happy. I know I'm crazy, but this is what makes me money. This makes me money only if I'm right. So if I get the right entry and I don't fight the trend, then I'm okay. But when I fight the trend, then I'm screwed. But if you go with the trend here, that means you're going with the trend here, right? So you're going to go with the trend here, whatever. All these breakouts you're going to chase, and you're going to go with the trend, and you're going to end up getting stopped out. So you have to trust that the market's going to rotate. And right now it's been a little bit tough. That's why I'm in the timeout. The trend is not my friend. Believe it or not, it's not my friend. It's my number one enemy. But let's get those likes up on the video. I have no idea how many likes I have, but I've been slacking with that. Only 100 likes. Come on, guys. Hit those likes. In Apex, when do we start getting live account over sim accounts? When you make like a lot of money? Probably over like 500K to 1 million payouts. Like, I don't know if they would ask me to go live. Like, if I don't if I don't have any accounts over 4 months, like, are they gonna ask me to go live? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out by end of this year, maybe. If I keep getting like 30K payouts a month, actually, if I get 30K a month, that's only gonna put me at like 300 to 400K on the year, so they might not put me live yet. What episode of Jersey Shore were you in? I was in like 3 episodes, and I'm gonna be in another one. I just did one for situations. Is it daughter's baptism and birthday party? So I'm gonna be in that one. I don't know. Usually they film it, and then it's like 6 months later it comes out. Can you avoid it or refuse it? You could refuse it, and you gotta close the accounts, and you can't trade with Apex for 6 months. There's really no backstory. I'm a DJ, so I work in the DJ business. I also have a photo booth business. So I did the photo booth for a lot of their events. It's a subcontract job, so it's not under my company, it's under someone else's company, but good friends of mine. So I've done Situations Wedding. That was crazy. That was the only time Pauly D was there. But every other time, all the baptisms, all the Dina's baptisms, birthday parties, Lauren's store opening was when I was on the episode last time. I didn't even watch it, and I got so many people asking me if that was me. I was like people would send me screenshots. I'm like, yeah, that's me. Because people weren't expecting it, you know? So it's like, because I could care less. I'm there to work. I'm there to make some money. I'm not there to, they're normal people to me. And when you actually get to know them a little bit, they're just normal. Like, you could have a conversation with them like a normal person. It's not like a celebrity. One time we did an after party at Dina's house. So Snooki and Angelina, they got a little tipsy, so that was fun. Angelina's the wild one for sure. Where does it say you can't take out over 1 million with Apex? There's really no. No, it doesn't say it anywhere. We just know it based on the payout history. On your 10th trading day APA account, should you stop trading and wait for the payout to be approved? You can still continue trading, and that's gonna go towards your next payout cycle. So when you request a payout, the next day starts your new cycle. However, if you blow that account before it's approved, you will not get the payout. So keep that in mind. You can keep trading it. It's going to count for the next payout cycle, because when you request the payout, that's when it resets the 10 days. And, you could either, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not approved yet and I don't want to touch the account. I'm going to miss the next payout window. So what you want to do is, when you're waiting for the approval, use those 2 days for flipping. Okay. So flip your account for 2 days, at least for 2 days. And while you wait for the approval, if it's, let's say the next payout window is in 7 days, so you got to trade still, then you could trade and just set yourself a stop of whatever you need to have the payout. So if your account's at 3,100, set yourself, a $400 stop. If you lose, you lose, and you stop trading that account until you actually get approved. But if you make money, then at least it counts for your next payout window. Stefanov, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised that I could probably get 1 million and I would not be able to do anything close to that with a live account. I could probably make 6 figures, but that would still be hard. I mean, I did turn a 4K into a 6K account. So it's all about using leverage and using houses money. But there's some days where I could scalp all day and I make a lot of money. And then I just could leverage those days and really make a lot of money with those days. And then really avoid the trending days. And I think I would be fine. It's the same thing as trend traders. Trend traders have to avoid the choppy days, right? It works both ways. I mean, it's hard to do both. You really have to be adaptive to be able to scalp one day and then let traders work the next day. Stefan, low trend. I mean, you're not using 700 contracts. I mean, you'd be insane to do that. But if you're using 700 contracts, then you better be getting to 1 million soon. Yeah, if you can make 700K a day, then let me know when you buy your island so we can go visit. Oh, low trend. You don't want me to go there, but I will. All right, that comment did it, Mr. Low Trend. People look at futures so weirdly. You are going to send me your payouts right now. Otherwise, I'm not going to be happy. And I know you're a regular here, so if you don't want me to show the payout, that is fine. But you are not going to be talking like that without proof. No, no ban. There's no ban. No bans in this chat unless really people cross the line. That's just more of a humbling experience for people that say trading is so easy. And I'm waiting to get proven wrong. I mean, I would love to be proven wrong, but Ronin Scalper, what's going on? What are my EMAs? You could see them right here. So the blue one is the 20 and the red one's 200, and that's based on I don't want data, I just want payouts. If you don't have payouts, that means you're not consistent. So don't be talking like that then, please. Which is fine. That's what I figured. but no, you know how we do it here. Low trend, you're not new, so you know how we do it. Trading is not easy. So if you're gonna pretend like using 700 contracts is something that is okay, then you better have some proof. But someone was asking about my EMAs. So thank you, Ronan, for joining. So next time in the giveaway, you're gonna get 4 times the entry. So, but the 220 SMA is based on Oliver Velez. So Oliver Velez teaches this concept. So I kind of use his guidance just to see like where we are on the chart, but obviously I don't use it religiously. Okay, low trend. You got 20 points on ES today, but are you rich from trading? Because you should be, if you think it's that easy. And rich is obviously, I don't know what you consider rich, but rich, I mean, you get payouts. But if you have no payouts, then it doesn't matter. Nothing matters until you get payouts. I mean, Patrick Whelan made 200K or 182K in January. He blasted that video, made a big deal about that video, and he didn't get a single payout. And he made the video yesterday talking about that. So I respect it. Do I remember last time I lost on the RRB? Yes, last Thursday. Not this past Thursday, but I know exactly when I lost. February 29th. I remember saying like, at least this day was never going to come again for the next 4 years. So I don't have to remember it. But yeah, February 29th is the last time I lost. And then that was the first time I lost this year. Come on, guys, get those likes up. Let's get those likes going. You're starting with Apex this week. Enjoy the journey. It's going to be a hell of a journey. It's not easy, but welcome to the game. Exactly, low trend. So how are we going to be talking about the fact that it's doable? It's very hard to do. So you can't be saying this that people look at futures weirdly. Like that didn't make any sense. That's why it kind of triggered me to ask you for payouts, because it doesn't work that way. You have to show consistency for a few months to really even say things like that. I didn't even say things like that, and I'm getting payouts all the time. I think trading is extremely difficult, and I'm just grateful for my opening range trade. Yes, but you're not going to be trading 700 contracts. Even 35 contracts is stupid. Low trend, how old are you? That's my next question. Okay, so you're not that young. Wonder where that's coming from. A lot of young people are kind of, I see it with their younger generation, a lot of social media and stuff, but I don't know. I wish you best. I wish you best, but just don't be talking like that in my chat, please. Until you have some proof. I've been around the block long enough to know that it's all just talk until it happens. Yeah, if I had an edge to make that much money that every day, then holy shit. Instead of looking for a 911, I'll be looking for a private jet. Almighty, I don't know if you did, but damn. Guys, you guys are killing it. You guys are really killing it. There's so many people here with payouts. It's insane. My Discord's popping off with payouts. When I started getting payouts in June, my 4K payout was something that inspired people based on, and now it's like, I feel like so many people are getting payouts, and I'm not taking credit for it because I don't teach trading, but I'm just super happy for all of you guys, because I think that it does take, I don't know about experience, but it does take a lot to get to payout. It's not easy, and a lot of people are doing it. So there's definitely a lot more people that are not doing it. That's why Apex stays in business, but I don't know what kind of accounts you trade, but let me show you something. This is why I don't trade news, guys. Not news. This is why I don't trade CPI anymore. This is what happens. Admin only, even though I make profit. Makes no sense. But I know why it happens. That's why when low trend you say there's the stops always work for you. It's just a bunch of crap if you ask me, but and this is my opening range trade right here. So this is 930 open. This is my long, 22 ticks, and that's it. That's all it is. Someone was asking about my opening trade. That's how I made 20. That's how I made 3 grand today, because I made $2,700. Actually, it's like 3.2K. 3.2K in 1 minute. I mean, it's actually mind-boggling. And I've been doing this for a long time. It's not like I just started. It's not like I just got lucky for a little bit. I've been doing this since August of last year, and then really consistently since November. How do I trade my, how many contracts? 2 contracts. Today I took 2 contracts. Typically, like yesterday I had a huge day. Yesterday I made 11 grand. But yesterday the trade went against me, so it didn't go right in my profit. I added to it, came back, I made huge profit, a lot more than I expected, because I don't watch the P&L when I'm trading. So it happened so fast that you don't even notice. So I end up making more yesterday than I wanted to, but yesterday I was trading more contracts. Right now my accounts are so close to payout that I'm just taking it easy. So 2 contracts is more than enough. And I'm, traded most of the accounts. I'm gonna flip this account flip these accounts. This one's ready for payout, I believe. And then I'm gonna trade these accounts tomorrow. It's pretty straight up. If you mean it's pretty easy, that's what that means in my opinion. I don't know if that's what you mean. Then again, low trend, you have to stop talking like that. It's something that actually gets me a little mad on the inside. Because you are not new to my channel. You are a regular watcher and subscriber, which I appreciate. But this doesn't fly in my YouTube channel. All right, 2 days. Where are the payouts? If you are talking that confidently about a strategy, you should be getting payouts month to month. You can't be talking about a strategy like that and not have a single payout. 2 days is luck. 2 months is not luck. We do it for 2 months. And I'm not saying, okay, low trend. Let's rewind a little bit. I am not saying that making 20 points is hard. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, it is, but I'm not doubting that aspect of it. What I am doubting is you taking 300K accounts and putting all the contracts in there and thinking that it's going to work. I mean, number one, why the hell would you do that when you could only take out so little per account for 3 months, right? So why would you put all that risk on there? It doesn't make any sense. Number two, when you trade 35 contracts, your slippage and stuff is going to be insane. Your fills are going to be rougher. Everything changes. And then you try to multiply over 20 your software might even crash. I just feel bad for low trend because I think he's gonna get humbled and it's gonna hurt. I always talk about this, but I guess I have a different approach to trading and life. But whatever. I'm done. I'm not wasting any more time on it. And low trend, just be careful what you say because you will get silence for a little bit. Would I try a 300K account? Not really. I think 150K is fine. I talked about it yesterday on stream, why I prefer 50K accounts, and that's a really cool where is my epic pen? Come on. Oh, there it is. So I talked about this concept yesterday. All right, so on 50K account, right? On the 50K account, you could risk $2,500. That's the initial risk. All right. And let's say you pay $85 for this account. Then on, let's say On the 150K or 300, doesn't matter what account. Let's say 300K account. On the 300K account, you lose 2,500 as well, right? You also pay $85, which is fine. Now, so we made, this is negative 2,500. So I should make that in red, but this is a loss. This is positive 2,500. Oh no, this is also a loss. What am I talking about? These are losses, okay? I jumped one step ahead. So these are two losses. 50K. I need to get like a iPad and I could write on it. 50K account, 300K account. Both are $2,500 losses. This account you blow, okay? This account you lose 2,500. Now you have to make 2,500 on this account just to get to break even. That is just to get to break even. On this account, you lose it, so you open a new account. Yes, you pay $85, $85 more, but you get a new account, you start at zero. So if you make $2,500 on this account, I know it's $2,600, but if you make $2,500 on this account, you get to pay out. All right. So here you get to pay out, and here you just get to break even. You took the same loss, and here you make the loss back, you got to pay out. Here you make the loss back, you just get to break even. And I think I explained it better yesterday, but it just makes a lot of sense to fast payouts, fast passing, everything is just much better on 50Ks. After requesting a payout, does a 10-minute minimum days reset right away? Yes. So the next day it would start 10 days. Yes. Guys, let's ignore low trend. Just do whatever you want. Just, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Just don't mention it again and do what you want. Trade as you want. It's your money. It's your accounts. I'm over it. That info is from the traders that went through it. So Live Mike Trader, I think, is one on Twitter. So a lot of that info is from him. All the payouts on Apex's payout page, there's no video on it, no, because it's more of a it's a decision based on AI, and then once the AI triggers you, I guess, or the algorithm, AI algorithm, same shit. If it triggers you, Apex will evaluate, and then they'll determine when they'll put you live. So there's some people that made 1.3 million on Apex. Someone made 1.1 million. Someone made like 900K and they got put in live. So it depends how fast you make it. What is the reason why you recommend 50K instead of 25K? Another good topic. All right, let's do it again. Math, because of math. Okay. On that, I don't think I need to draw this, but I don't think I need to draw it. I think I should be able to explain it. So on the 25K, I could draw it. Fuck it. I need to get better at drawing, so. 25K versus, I should just open a PowerPoint. What am I doing? $25K versus 50K. All right. So the cost is pretty much the same for both. All right. So your evaluation is pretty much the same cost, and your activation is pretty much the same cost. Whether you do lifetime or monthly, it's pretty much the same cost. It's within like $10. All right. So the cost of the evaluations and the funded accounts is pretty much the same. With this account, with the 25K account, you still have to trade for 10 days and you have to make $1,600 to take a payout. But you got to trade for 10 days. All right. Here, you got to make $2,600 and take 2K out. So here, it does add up to a huge sum when you do the math over time. You get extra $500 in payout on the 50K, which is a lot because if you have 10 accounts, at $500 is extra 10K a month. All right, you could do 30K on 25K. You could do 40K on the 50K account twice a month. So it's a huge difference there. You pay the same price. You got to trade for 10 days. And then unless you're just going to make $1,600 in this account and close the account, it doesn't really make sense to go with it because you're going to, let's say you make like 3K on this account in 10 days, right? You make $300 a day, so you make 3K. You make 3K on this account. It's the same thing. You paid the same price. And here you're going to get bigger withdrawal, and you're going to have the same amount of cushion anyway at the end. And lastly, very important, is that you, on the 25K, you don't have much room for a loss. As soon as you take a loss on a 25K account, your back is against the wall. Whether it's trailing drawdown or just a loss in general, but even like a trailing drawdown, you know, you're up 500 and you only take $200 profit, you lost 300 bucks of drawdown. Now you're going to start thinking about it. Versus on a 50K, you're not going to worry about it too much. So if the price was different, then maybe it would make sense, but the price is pretty much the same. So there's really no point of going with the 25K. The way I have it set up on my screen is pretty much default. Quantar is pretty simple. Pretty much comes out of the box pretty good. And I don't know what exactly I changed. So maybe if I ever get my new laptop in the near future, I'll make a video on that. Because with a new laptop, I would have to set up everything from scratch. Isaac, I usually stop trading them unless I need to make more profit. But if I'm at profit and I'm on 10 days, I stop trading it. Like I have 2 accounts right now that I'm not going to trade till the 15th. I'm going to request a payout and then trade them again. A detailed video on strategy will help us a lot. Yes, but it could get banned. Because it will be so... It's actually so... I mean, people would trade it differently. So unless I showed my entries and exits live, I don't think it would matter as much. But if like 300 people started doing this, they would just say no more trading the first minute of the open or something like that, which some prop firms already do. I just don't want to risk that. And it's a risky strategy. It's not... It would be well when people are making money, but as soon as people lose, they would bitch. And it's not something I want to deal with because I'm not here to teach how to trade. I'm just here to kind of give some wisdom on multiple accounts and the trading with prop firms and the psychology behind it. But I'm not here to teach how to actually trade. How do you pay tax on futures prop firm payout? It's at 1099, so you pay the same taxes that you pay on your ordinary income. So if you had a construction business or any sort of YouTube business, e-commerce business, whatever it is, it will be the same taxes. It's not trading, it's not capital gains. I always have a target on the opening trade. That's what kind of gives it the edge. I usually aim for 20 to 25 ticks. I started that strategy with 9 ticks, guys. I started that strategy with 9 ticks. Then I went to like 14 ticks. Then I did 16 ticks. And I started to increase a little bit. And now I'm comfortable with 22 to 25 ticks. It kind of gives me a better result, because usually when I get 15 ticks, it keeps going anyway. So I'm able to get to my profit target, and I'm able to scale down in contracts. I used to use 9 ticks with 5 contracts. Do you write off Apex expenses from taxable income? Of course, Mario. So every single eval that I paid for, funded account activation that I paid for, I also wrote off some of the equipment. So a camera I bought, I'm gonna buy a laptop. Like this year, I'm gonna buy a laptop, so I'm gonna write that off for next year, right? So you could write off your internet. I already write off my internet and my phone for my DJ business, but I could write it off for trading. So if I didn't have a second business, I would write off the internet. I would write off the, there's a bunch of things you could do. Under personal, yeah. It does not matter. LLC or personal doesn't matter. The only difference between personal and LLC is that if you ever wanted to do an S Corp, it's easier with LLC. But S Corp is a complicated tax formation. Isn't trading and YouTube business together if you're trading on YouTube? No. It's two different. What I make with trading and what I make with YouTube is two different incomes. It's same thing at, well, it's actually like my DJ business is separate from my photo booth business too. But I just try to keep it separate. It doesn't really matter. All my money goes into the same account, and then I just move it into a high yield savings. But no, Juan, I never trade the bonds. Oh, you mean on NQ? I can't ever figure out when it's going to be a violent move on the bond auctions. So the bond auctions are sometimes random. Sometimes it's very violent, not super violent, but it's violent enough where I could take a trade. And auctions are not considered news trading, really. You could trade auctions however you want. That's not tier 1 news. But I just don't know exactly when they move, because sometimes they don't move. You need a Schedule C for every income? No, you need a Schedule C for every. So like my business is under LLC, so my DJing business and my photo booth business are under the LLC for DJing, for that business. And then trading and YouTube is under my personal name. It's under my social security. So it's one Schedule C for that. So yeah, I guess Dre is correct. It's under one business, technically. We got 40 minutes left on the stream, guys. 40 minutes. I'm gonna sign off. I'm signing off at 1 o'clock every day this week because I'm not trading really, and I'm working on organizing my DJ business. So I'm doing a lot of like equipment cleanup and those things. Albrooks is cool. All right, we'll watch the news at 1 o'clock. Oil news, I'm done with that. I got screwed last week. I'm done with oil. Maybe I'll trade it on sim. I have a trading sim now. I have a simulator on I guess that's with Bullnox. I don't know. It says Bullnox, so I guess Bullnox comes with sim. I thought it was from Quant Tower. I just realized. I saw it in the settings. I'm like, oh, there's a simulator. Where the hell did I see it? I don't know where I saw it. Oh, it's in the menu, like the trading menu, where you select the copy trader. The what is this? What? There's options for. What the hell is this? This is like options. I've never seen that before. Alex, yes, that's correct. It's only gonna be 500 actually. Oh, is that what binary options are? I never knew. Does it reset back or does it stays there forever? It stays there forever. Is it a violation to split your entries into multiple positions? As long as you're not going long and short at the same time, I mean, which we really can't. You could do whatever you want. It's not a violation, no. What about, let's say you are long one and you take scalp shorts on the other? I don't know. Try it and then see if it works. I've never done that, so I wouldn't know, but I need my caffeine. I'm just gonna wait till 1 o'clock and then go get it. Just in time for the gym. How do I keep track of how many days I have traded in each account? That is a $1 million question because I suck at doing that. I did manual count yesterday. So the first payout's easy, but multiple payouts is confusing. So let me show you what I have to do. So I would go to like one of my accounts here. Okay, this account is on day number, let's say 38, right? Account number 92 is on day number 38. So today is day number 39. Okay, 92 is at 39. I go to request payout. All right. And I got the payout on day number 35. That means I'm on day number 4 today with that account. That's how you do it. And you just write it down and then hope you remember. It's a pain to do it. I'm sure there's spreadsheets. If you are someone that is organized, it's really easy to do, but you just got to be organized. And I'm not. Yeah, Bullnox also implemented a day count, but they only have only one of my accounts is on there with Bullnox. My other accounts are not. I don't know because it's older, but like Bullnox has this now. So Bullnox has how many days total and how many payout trading days. Consistency. This is really cool. Apex needs to do this. I'm actually gonna send a screenshot to one of the guys from Apex to I don't even have a Lilo account. Just never have a payout with more than never have an account with more than one payout, and it's easy to calculate the days. If I get to one payout with Apex, I'll be close to break even with all the evals and activation fees. That's good. Are we talking about a 2K payout? Slip kit, I mean, yeah, it takes a while to recoup the losses from live accounts, but that's part of the journey. Hold on, guys. There's an issue with Tradeovate. What would I do if I had $100 in drawdown? I would trade for 3 ticks. I would try to get 3 ticks a couple of times, get to $200. I've done that before on Top Step. You either go with 1 contract or micros and hold it and hope that it works, or you just take 3 tick scalps. Any guesses what the next deal is going to be? I have no idea, but I said it's either going to be 80% off 1-day pass, 80% off 3-day pass, or 71% off 1-day pass. That's the 3 I'm going with. Amber, was that on the CPI news? If you buy a reset during the new promo, will the current promo apply to you? What do you mean, ghost? What does that mean? $15K on the day. Let's go. Very nice job. The red line is a 200 moving average. It's a very strong moving average, but on the 5-minute, it's still extended from it, so it could rotate back down. The market, last time I took a huge loss is when I was trying to go with the trend and I used to buy this dip. I bought this dip and the market just dumped. That was on Friday. I lost $3,700 in like 2 minutes. For example, if I have an evaluation account from a week ago and I reset during the time where there's a new promo, would the new 1 or 3 day pass apply to that old eval? So unfortunately, the 3-day pass ends tomorrow. So you cannot do it now. So if you didn't start it yesterday, you're not going to pass in 3 days. So hopefully they're going to probably bring it back though. I think they're going to extend it, or I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind, like, I don't know what they're going to do. 1-day pass. 1-day pass is something I want because I want to get back to 20 funded accounts, but I don't know. All right, 20 minutes left till the news, and then I'm out. I need to get I didn't eat breakfast today. Yesterday I had my breakfast. Yeah, smoking ghost. Yeah, that's like finding money in your laundry. You ever find like $100 bill or $50 bill in your laundry? Like you wear the pants, like you haven't worn the pants in like 2 months, 3 months, and you wear them and you're like, holy shit, free money. I think there's an auction at 1 p.m. Someone said. Let me check. I don't know. Yeah, 10-year note auction. There's really no news tomorrow. Just oil. But then Thursday we have PPI, which is awesome. Initial jobless claims, which is awesome. That's why I wish there was initial jobless claims on Thursday and PPI on Friday. I don't know why they have PPI on Thursday. Usually it's on the Friday. I don't know about the export prices. If they export and import prices, I don't know if they move the market. But yeah. US only. Yeah, you could filter. I don't know if I could save it though. Oh, you could save it? Oh yeah, it's much cleaner. Thank you. Options. Yeah, it's much better. I just hope it stays like that when I refresh the page tomorrow. What do you do if your copy trader messes up? Do you close the remaining positions manually? Yes. Flatten all. That's a pretty big move here. This is exactly what happened to me on Friday, buying this dip. 20-point move. What's the main advice to grow an account? Well, the easiest way, in my opinion, to grow an account is by having multiple accounts. So it allows you to make a mistake or a couple or a few mistakes. If you trade, let's say 5 accounts, right? And you make $200 to $300 per account, and then you don't copy trade, you trade them individually, you could lose 2 of those accounts or even 3 of those accounts and still be profitable. So it allows you to do what I do. I do it on a bigger scale now, but I used to do it with less accounts, and you'll get some accounts to pay out, which is the most important part, even if you're not super consistent. So you're going to make some mistakes, but you don't want to copy trade and blow all the accounts at once. That's the big mistake that, you know, people that haven't received payouts make. I don't recommend copy trading until we get payouts, but or unless you have a very proven strategy. JJ, that means that you got top ticked. So you basically got top ticked in the sale. So let's say, you know, your sell price hits to a tick, your main account sells, your follower accounts don't sell, then you either gotta wait till the price retests that level, or you gotta flatten all. Farmer, yes. So there's a reason why I didn't trade all the accounts today. Like some of the accounts, I'm protecting them. So I'm making sure I'm getting payout. I have a guaranteed 6K payout right now for this upcoming cycle. The other accounts still have to be traded for more days. Oh, this is the laptop I'm talking about. This is the laptop I'm gonna buy, I think. It's got 2 screens. And then it's a separate keyboard. pretty sick. It's gonna be my traveling trading laptop, I think. Why not Mac? Because Mac, you don't have a lot of software. I use Mac for everything that I can. Like DJing, I use a Mac only. I have a Mac Mini behind me for my side screen. I love Mac, but you can't trade on Mac, so you don't have to install software. Windows anyway, so might as well just use Windows. I think Mac is way more stable. Like the amount of times my Windows has crashed on stream, if that ever happened during a wedding, I don't know what I would do. With the Mac, I never have those issues. I gotta reinstall Windows every month. Damn. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet laptop. It's Asus ZenBook Duo. I don't think it's out yet. I think it's being released now. They just launched it. It's actually really sweet. 10K, damn. You must have a really old Mac or something. I've never had my Mac crash on me once. All these years of DJing, never had it crash on me once. But I don't use it like on a daily basis, you know, so. Prime 4 is okay, but when you DJ weddings, you want to have a computer. There's way more music. There's too much music out there not to have a computer. I like having my music on the laptop because I could prep the music ahead of time without having a controller. Otherwise, I would have to take out the controller to prep the music. I mean, I'm sure you could do it on the software and the computer actually, but same thing like record box. Yep, my full-time business is DJing. If you don't pass in the 3 days during the promo, you just turn that into 7 days. You don't have to trade additional 7 days. The total days have to be 7. But I'm assuming they're gonna run the promo on Wednesday night. And the auction usually is not right at 1 o'clock. Usually the auction delayed. Usually it's like 1:02, 1:03 p.m. Like 2-3 minute delay. LATBK, it has USB-C and it has HDMI out. So yes, you could definitely add at least 2 screens to it. You don't need to use a USB hub. You could use HDMI out or USB-C. It's a sick machine. It's gonna be expensive. It's probably gonna be close to 2-3K. 2 to 3K, I'm assuming, for like a nice one. There's gonna be one with the 1080p display and there's gonna be one with the 3K display. If you will withdraw anything, you will get a 35K payout. What? Yeah, 3K down. Yeah, I mean, all of these accounts could get to payout. I just gotta trade them all the way to the 20th, and I gotta make all these accounts up to 3K, pretty much, and I'll be able to get a 30K payout, which would put me at like 45K on the month. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So we're gonna aim for like a 35K month. 35K is gonna be my goal. Not even, just 30K is even, it's even good. All right, 5 minutes till the news. Reduce only. What does that mean? This is a demo account. I have it from Bullnox. I don't know how. Does it actually work? It actually works. How many contracts can we trade? 20? About 200. Yeah, we could trade 200 contracts. All right, we're going to trade 200 contracts on bond news. Did I make any trades? Only my opening trade. I'm going to be signing off here, guys, momentarily. And we'll be... Farmer Jesse, excuse me. What's happening? I'm not trading this week. Yes, 200 contracts. We want to see how low trend would trade this. 200 contracts. I'm not trading it. I'm just joking. I'm just going to place the order, see if it works. But trading it as if it was a cash account, does that mean trading like a 50K account, you treat it as a $2,500 cash account? I don't treat it that way. See if we get filled. $10,000 trade. The auction usually comes in like 2 minutes late. Hey, low trend said we could do it, blue screen. Yeah, that I agree with, Jesse. I think that if you can't get a payout, you can't get consistent results, you should not be gambling evals. You should be passing evals the same way you're going to get payouts with your funded account. I agree with that 100%. People just want to pass evals quickly and then they don't have a plan for payouts or for real accounts. That is not violent enough. Let's see if the news comes out anytime soon. Could have won in the trade already, but I want like a fill in and out. I feel like the auction hasn't come out yet. There you go. Now it did, I think. Yep. There you go. We just made 10 grand. I think. Is there a way we could check the P&L on this? Haha. 10 grand. 11 actually. 11,000 we just made. See guys, it's easy. Nuts. That's like a sim account. That's a trading sim. So apparently on Quantower you could have a simulator. I didn't know that. I don't know if it comes with a free account, but I was able to get a simulator. So it's a trading simulator. So I'm able to trade whatever I want. Will it let me take 2,000 contracts? Let's see. Yeah, it lets me take 2,000 contracts, so it's not really. It's in the drop-down menu, but I don't know if it's part of the free Quantower or if it's the paid version only. And then Bullnox, I think a Bullnox account is the feed. I don't know how it works, to be honest. I just found it by luck. Let me log out of my Bullnox account and see if the simulator would work. Oh, see, the simulator works with Bullnox. See? It's only with Bullnox. I think. All right, guys. So final P&L on the day. We got $2,300 on Apex. $220 on Bullnox. And then $560 on my personal account. So that is a $3,000 day. In just 1 minute trading the open. So this is what the trade looked like. This is the trade. This is the secret sauce. This is the 9:30 candle. Long, 22 ticks out. Easy today. And that's the day. So I'm up like 13 or close to 14,000 on the week in 2 days, trading just the open. Amazing. Do you have to trade all 10 days to get a second payout? Yes. 8 days plus the 2, yeah. Plus the 2 flip days. All right, guys. Rose, I do both ways. Whatever fills first. It's an OCO order. After 10 days, you could just wait. Yep. So if you're at 10 days now, you could just wait till Friday to get a payout. Flip day is where it's a small trade. That's correct. Like in and out, which is what I'm going to do now, actually, just to show you guys, because I got to flip the other accounts that I have. So let's see. So 92. This is what I do to flip. So I hit buy. Well, this one had a max loss on it already set, so I got to take that off, because if I actually try to trade that account, it's going to screw me. So risk parameters, minimum balance. Okay. 122. I think you could also set a 2-tick stop loss. I think it should work. Yeah, that works too. That didn't work, so I took a lot. Oh, now it would have worked, bastards. And 123. All right, so I flipped those accounts. Now I got to flip the eval that I passed the 150K eval, which I forgot to flip yesterday. All right, so I flipped all those, and then bull knocks. I think I gotta flip a bull knocks account, which I'm gonna do later. Yep, the auction came out. It wasn't anything special, anything violent. Yeah, 4 or 5K across 4 accounts. Should I build more cushion? Ronan, not really. I mean, it depends how you trade, but 4 to 5K is pretty much solid if you ask me. Am I trading PPI tomorrow? Yes, I am. Banded trades. The consistency depends. They're not super strict, but if they see that you're just trading minimum days, 8 days, and you really try to just, get the fast payout, then they might, flag you for it. But if you trade for like 15 days and one day is just bigger, then I don't think they're gonna care. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna sign off because my goodbyes are always so long. The current promo is actually just 71% off. You'll not be able to do a 3-day pass because the 3-day pass ends tomorrow. So if you're not on day 1, I should say on day 2 of the account, you will not pass it tomorrow. But I'm assuming tomorrow they're gonna have a new promo. They're gonna come up with a new promo tomorrow, which tomorrow night into Thursday. So that might be 1-day pass. It could be another 3-day pass, maybe with 80% off. Who knows? But see you guys tomorrow. We'll do a giveaway on Friday probably, just so you guys know. All right. So take care and be safe out there.